Can everyone see? Because I think I'm the only one that can't see. Hello all and welcome to Crochet Designs. My name is Mary, coming to you with a Wednesday live. Can everyone see? I don't know, it's very, very dark. Is it just dark for me? We're at 22,000. I'm sorry, let's try that again. 23,400. Yes. Beautiful Jodie's in the house. The one time I can't see well, and I see a little bit of Jodie's name there. Hi, Jodie. Lovely to have you. Beautiful Carmen. You see fine. Is it just me? Oh, let's see what I can do with my camera. Let's see what I can do. I think it might just... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hello. Excuse me, everyone. I deleted the first live because I couldn't see, but it was me. Oh my gosh. You know what it is? I move the camera around a lot when I'm recording the other way. So when I turn it back around again, I start playing with things, touching things. She's a terror, guys. She's terrible. All right, so let's go right back because you know what we're going to do? We're going to pop on our live chat. Everyone pop your live chat and not your top chat. Otherwise, you won't see everyone's chat. So good to see you here, Jodie. We've missed you, darling. Beautiful Carmen's in the house. Hi, Carmen. Who else have I missed? Lulu. Hi, Lulu. Lovely to have you here. Fluffy kitten, the beautiful fluffs. Raylene. I've missed you too, honey. I know you come in sometimes, but I have missed you. I do. I miss everyone. She's such a nerd, isn't she? We have a lot to talk about today. Liesel. Hi, Liesel. 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 Liesel or Liesel? Liesel. It's Liesel. Doesn't matter. Poor Liesel. I've got her name wrong 10 times. Hi, Liesel. Beautiful Luana is in the house. Everyone's popping in. We're all coming in all at once. Hello, everyone. Sorry, grandchildren. Oh, don't you love grandchildren? Oh, the holidays are over now. Everyone's back to school here in Melbourne. What? It is Liesel. Okay, thank you, darling. All right. She's very happy today, guys, and I'll tell you why. Let me raise this camera a little bit because she's... Look, I tell you what. I need a stand in here that doesn't ever move. Oh, no, that doesn't work because I work in this room too. She's making it up as she goes along. Guys, it's been a very busy week. Who saw yesterday's video? It was an unexpected video, wasn't it? Hi, Margaret. Lovely to have you here. Sound of Music. I know, right? Liesel in the Sound of Music. She was the eldest one, wasn't she? Yes, she was. Yeah, 16 going on 17. Oh my gosh, she's already lost the plot. Guys, did we watch yesterday's video? If you did not see yesterday's video, you missed out on the lovely, the beautiful, Crazy Poppy lady. She's our UK crochet crafter, if you will. Not ours. She's her own UK crafter, crocheter. She does so much more on her channel than we do. When I say so much more, it's more she does other things. She still does her crochet, but she does a lot of reviews and book reviews and yarn reviews and everything else. Now, if you saw that video, it was a little bit silly on my part. We didn't get enough footage. Now, the reason was, we got some footage. The reason was she had come all the way from the UK and I said, no way am I going to waste time filming. And taking photos. I'm going to enjoy the moment, and we kind of did enjoy that moment, and because of it we have a very short amount of video and short amount of photos, but we had enough to show you the step-by-step of what happened on the day. I left here at, I think it was 8:30, and I didn't get back till 11. By the time I dropped her off around 10, we had to come back home. I didn't get back till 11. I was tired. I'm just not used to entertaining. But it was fun, and I'll show you the yarn that she actually gifted to me when she came to Melbourne as well. So we all scored. Everybody was happy. Everybody was happy. And yours truly got to go to Bendigo again, which makes me even happier. I've missed the chat again. Beautiful Liesl. You saw the video. Thank you. Middle. Who else saw the video? Someone else said they saw it. I've missed it. Oh. Beautiful Mary J. Lovely to have you here. Yes, so fun. Thank you, Fluffy. You saw it, Carmen. Here we go. Hi, Tracy. Did I say hello? I think I said hello about 5 seconds ago, yeah? The one I saw it. It wasn't a very big video. I don't know. I think it was about 15 minutes or 16 minutes worth. But I've been holding that video, harboring that video, if you will, for not so long, since the 18th of January. Now, she came up on the 18th and I said, look, I'll hold on to it until she was ready to go back home. When she arrived home, she says, I'm home, and bang, up went the video. The very next day, I said, right, I'm putting that video up. But she has also put her own video up, and I will actually leave links to both those videos in the description box down below of this live, after the live, and you can go and check them out. You'll see ours first, and then you'll see the lovely Crazy Poppy ladies as well. She probably can't get on today because she's still kind of jet lagged and everything from getting back to Melbourne. She might get back, getting back to the UK. She might get back on, who knows, but we're all over the place. Even myself, I'm kind of a little bit, here and there. But we'll talk about our channel in a moment. For now, we're going to go back to all the chat. Lovely Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Beautiful Sherry. Kathy Sherry's in the house. Green Butterfly, my beautiful green. Hi, hun. How are you? Sherry B says she saw the video with Crazy Poppy Lady. Thank you, Sherry. You missed it. Oh, honey, it was the very last video I uploaded. So in other words, it looks like a tutorial, but it's not. It's a secret. It's called The Secret. I have a secret or something. I can't remember what I called it. All right, Green Butterfly says, thumbs up. Thumbs up costs you nothing and does help with the channel and shows YouTube that you still want to see more of this. And more of this loopy loops person that you see in front of the camera. Not me, it's the loopy girl in the camera. Mary, do you have water? I have, get this, 2 cups of water. I have the cup that the beautiful Karen sent me, that she says, the Karen and Mary on it. And then I thought, if I finish it like I've been doing lately, I've got my kitty cup. I could have used one of the other cups. They're up there, but I couldn't be bothered reaching. My kitty cup was on the bench. It was nice and clean. Cheers, everyone. So for those of you who don't know this, yours truly is on a program to tone up, weight down and tone up and get myself a little bit physically fit after, there's a bit of fluff running around here, after having such a bad year last year when I was unwell. The actual wellness just took so long to go away. We're talking between 3 to 6, 7 weeks with one of them. So I'm laughing because I thought, oh my gosh, that has never happened. I've either been sick for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks max. But last year I was sick long hauls, and one of them I was kind of breathless even walking to the post box. And it's like a few feet away. It's not that far. Mailbox, not the post box, the mailbox. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to actually get myself fit this year, get myself back into numb. I don't even know, I think they're the wrong fingers. But anyway, numb, grounded, if you will, and try and keep and get myself a little healthier. It is actually a lifestyle change and not a weight loss program. It's not a weight loss program. It's a lifestyle change. It's a health change, if you will, all about health and becoming a better me. So I hope that doesn't make people bored. I just thought I'd let you know. And the reason I thought I'd let you know is because over the next few months, you may see a video pop up and see some of my progress. So if you didn't know this, the lovely lady who's training me, it's all done online. Yeah. Her name is Jayne Brancartisano, big name. And she's part of FITSW program. Okay, now I'll pop her link in a description box down below if anyone is interested in that. You don't have to do it, but I'm just saying, if you're interested, it's all online for me. I know there are people who train physically with her, but it's all online for me. She's a bit far out from me, so it's hard for me to get there. I can get to any local trainer, but I like this lady. She knows what I need. So there you go. All right, and let's go right back. Oh, I've missed a lot, haven't I? Oh my gosh, haven't I missed a lot? Yes, Middle says she wants to come to Australia. Come, honey, come. Listen to me. Just come, just come. Mary, do you have what we've done that already? Green butterfly, yes. It was fun, Mary. Thank you, Sherry. It was a bit of fun. We were a little bit silly. Not me. I was a good girl. It was all Crazy Poppy Lady's fault. I've just put her under the bus there. Sherry says, meow. That's my cat cup, my kitty cup. I'm crocheting my own pattern while I chat, says Middle. Way to go, you. Water jug, not yet, Green Butterfly. I haven't been able to get out to, well, I have. I've only been going to grocery shopping and back. I've just had no time to do anything else. So in actual fact, the next time I go out, there's a Kmart literally where I'm going to be. So I'll be able to buy that water jug. Fingers crossed I can get it. I went out and bought mint and everything to put in the water jug, and I don't have a jug. Oh, what do you do? All right, so Liesl says big heart. Thank you, Liesl. And Karen, here we go. Look, I've got your cup today. Only because I needed 2 cups. And so there you go. So the idea of sometimes, we'll put it this way, if you are from overseas and you have yourself a channel here on YouTube and you end up in Melbourne, Australia, no, don't call me, I don't answer the phone. Message me. I was about to say, no, don't do it. I don't answer the phone. Message me and we'll get together and have a chat. Now, I think her husband said, I think he messaged her during the day around 5-ish. We were having so much fun. We just forgot to message him to let him know that his wife was fine with some stranger. And we just forgot. We were having so much crochet fun. And he messaged and I said, no, well, if you want your wife back, you've got to give me 3.5 million skeins of yarn. And you know what he said? Keep her. Just keep her. I tell you what, I was tempted to keep her because it was like meeting my match with blonder hair or lighter hair. She's kind of exactly like me. Blah, 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 blah. It was hilarious. It was like 3 or 4 hours worth of this non-stop. We didn't even stop. Even while we were eating, blah, 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 blah. Everybody would have laughed if they saw it. It was a lot of fun, and it was lovely to catch up with another fellow YouTuber whom is also just like us, also crochet related, yarn related, hook, scissors, books, whatever it is that she has going on her channel. Head over and check it out, guys. If you are ever in Melbourne, Australia, message me. I've got a habit of doing this. Stop doing that. Message me, yeah? All right, so we're back to us again here at Wow Crochet Designs. I'm going to call myself a little bit grounded on the channel. Now, the reason I'm saying that is I have planned to have the part 2 of the blanket go up tomorrow. However, it's all recorded. Yay, it's done. I want to edit it and check it, and then I have to add some pretty important information on our blanket. All right. Now, our blanket, as you know, is a mystery blanket. Well, for those of you who don't know and you're new to the channel, we are doing a mystery blanket. Right now, you would have done part 1, which is just your basic, looks like a square, solid square. Oh, I can't do squares right. Oh, here we go. We're almost looking like, right there. It's kind of a rectangle. So you would have completed part 1 of your blanket, which is the square. And you'll be looking at that square thinking it's kind of a little bit off shape. Don't panic. It sorts itself out with part 2. And then when we complete part 2, which fingers crossed, it's already complete for me, but fingers crossed I can get the whole thing up by Friday morning, the latest. When you complete part 2, you're off on your own. What? Just for a short time. You're off on your own. I'm going to give you some instructions to do more of part 2. Now, it's not that difficult, the blanket. I'll tell you how many. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you finish part 2, it's a 5-row repeat. All the way to the end. No, not really. Not really. It's not a 5-row repeat all the way to the end. It stops a certain amount and then things change. What? What? They're all saying, what are you talking about? That's the mystery of it all. That's where things start to get a little bit odd, and you think, is she sure she knows what she's doing here? You know what I'm like. I do like to play with stitches. All of the stitches are basic bar one, and that is easy. Put it that way. It's super easy. Everything else is basic. You've got your singles, your half doubles, your doubles, all your basic stitches that you're used to. The only difficult stitch, which is an easy stitch for a difficult stitch, I know that sounds ridiculous, is one row. And then the rest is easy, yeah? Mary, could the pattern be okay for a baby blanket? Yes, it could. There may be the odd gap. It is a solid blanket, but one row of the whole blanket as a repeat, there's one row that is a tiny little bit gappy. So I don't know how baby will go with fingers and toes. You could check it out. Once you see part 2, then you'll know what you're up against, because I'll give you the information at the end of part 2 and you'll say, oh, okay. I'll drink up, says Middle. Oh, thank you. Luana says, can't wait for the rest of it. You're going to be excited about part 2, because part 2 is pretty much it, except when there's something interesting coming up, which will be a long way away by the time you complete part 2. Put it that way. I'm doing one in the Bendigo Woolen Mills cotton, but need to make a baby blanket. Well, by tomorrow night, I'll know the exact size. Give me 1 second. I need to drink. Cheers. I'll know the exact size. Now, the reason is I'm trying to play with the pattern to make it bigger before I start putting border rows on. This way, if anybody is using a 2-weight or a 4-ply, that kind of lightweight thread, then you don't have to worry about growing your blanket. It will be a normal baby size blanket if you're using a lightweight. If you're using the 8-ply, the DK weight like me, then that will be okay. Yvonne, hi Yvonne, lovely to have you here. You've missed a couple of things, nothing major. Just some information on the blanket, which in actual fact, I have recorded the short for that unusual stitch, which is not unusual. Once you see it, you'll think, oh, that's not hard. That's not difficult at all. But it's different from the rest of the solid pattern. That's all I'm saying. And it's one row every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every 5th row, it will be a little bit different. Okay. And then I've got a row that's called a special row. And the only reason I call it a special row is as the blanket grows, you need to change the stitches on that one special row. Nothing major. When you see the pattern, you'll understand what I mean, right? I'm not going to say too much. This is actually supposed to be a mystery blanket. I should zip it now. You will get all that information probably the latest Friday morning. I was going to get it out tomorrow, but then we have to do the video for Crazy Poppy Lady, as you do. So the short's going to go up on Thursday, and I was going to put the short up this morning. I had way too much to do. To be fair, I did record part 2, but I haven't got to the part where I say, this is what you need to do next. Yeah, I've got to the part where I say, complete this final round, and then we'll talk about what we're going to do. I haven't got to that part, which is only a 5-minute conversation, right? So I just got to the stage where I was so busy, and I stopped where I was. I thought, I'll do it tomorrow morning, and that's that. So what I'm going to do tomorrow morning is upload the short on that unusual stitch, which is so basic. When you see it, you'll think, oh, easy. Even the new crocheter who's just learned to do double crochet will be able to do that stitch. Every stitch in the blanket is a repeat. So each stitch will be easy to do because all you're doing is repeating the stitch. Yeah. Everyone's saying hello. That's fantastic. This is great, beautiful, wonderful, sweet, and all those lovely words I can't be bothered thinking about right now. Too much. I did want to show you the beautiful cotton that Crazy Poppy Lady did hand dye for me once again. Look at her label. How cute is that label? Yeah, that looks like her. That looks like her. And the name of it is called, she had a name here, it's called Far and Away. Far and away, right there with a love heart. And then she has some information right there, the normal information of the cotton. It is a 100% double knit cotton, or 8-ply or 3-weight overseas, but it's a little bit thicker than the average 8-ply for me. So I'm going to go up a hook size to a 4.5mm hook. We're going to create something on the channel using her yarn. Why? Because why not? You like that? Because why not? I had a few thoughts of what I want to make. Whether I decide to make it's another story. But it is beautiful colours. I love the colours. They're simply divine. I do need to wind it up. It is 100 grams per skein, I think. Am I right in saying? Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Let's have a look. Oh, no, it's 100 grams per skein. So there you go. So there you go. That's that. I just wanted to show you that yarn again. And I wanted to talk about the blanket. And I also wanted to talk about our annual project, which is our jacket. Now, our jacket, we were supposed to start this Friday. We're going to start it next week. Like that noise? That noise comes out often. The reason is I haven't sorted out my colours yet. I'm still thinking of doing 8-ply, which is a DK weight for my jacket. You can use another ply if you like. The only problem is your squares may look too big. Now, we were talking on Saturday to our Saturday group about the square right here, and I didn't get a chance to show Wednesday's group the jacket that I was trying to make last year but stopped. What about, I've missed all this. I need to talk to her about labels. Yes. That cotton is beautiful. What you're going to make, I don't know yet, Fluffy. I haven't decided, hun, what I'm going to make. I'm chewing. Oh gosh, that naughty carrot is chewing. If you're new to our channel, chewing just means knitting. I always sneeze. It's an allergy. Not really. So it just means that she's knitting at the moment. And oh, I've got hiccups. Ever since I've been drinking water, I get more hiccups. It gets worse. Interchangeable needles, naughty Dougie. He does that, doesn't he? I learned to crochet watching you and a few others on YouTube. It's been 3 years now. You have been an inspiration, Lisa. Oh, I'm so pleased. And you know what? I'm so glad you've joined our lives, because our lives can get real cheeky. Not me, because I'm the good one. They're all naughty. Just popped everyone under the bus like I did with Crazy Poppy Lady. We have a lot of fun on the live. Some of us are silly. Some of us are really naughty. And we have a lot of fun. You love the colours. Well, we're going to talk about this in a minute. Get in the corner. Says Middle. Get in the corner. The corner is the naughty corner, and it's not really for people who are naughty. It's more of an honour to get in our corner, really. If you make me laugh, if you come up with some fun ideas for the channel, if you come up with some serious ideas for the channel, you know, we're not always funsters. We do get real crochet serious, like I'm going to get right now. Focus. Just going to try and get serious. This is a square that I've been making over the past year or so. No, I haven't been doing the square over the past year. I've been doing many of the squares over the past year. Now, I was playing with a jacket that I was making for myself to wear at Pipeworks Market last year in July or August or whenever it is. I can't even remember. It was such a long time ago. And I actually put the jacket on during the live on Saturday. Now, the jacket is not finished, nowhere near finished. But I found the blue a little bit too bright. Yeah. Green Butterfly says water time. Thanks, Green Butterfly. All right. So there's the color of the blue. I found the blue a little bit too bright for me. Way too bright. Now, I love bright colors, but when I want to wear my jacket, it's going to be flat bang in the middle of winter. Drum roll, says Lisa. But there's the jacket. Now, I'm going to put it on again because I have to do it real quick because it's warm here. I've got the air conditioning blowing straight into the room. It's far away, the air conditioning, but it's going straight in the room. The other day, I got all tangled up because I went around this way. I'm going to go around this way this time. Now, remember, it's nowhere near finished. I haven't done the sleeves. The sleeves need ribbing from there to there, so it needs to be closed up, and I like to tighten my sleeves So my jacket will have tighter sleeves. And my jacket, I'm thinking for our jacket in general, I want ours to close up with buttons so that it's nice and warm for winter. Let's see if I can get up and show you without falling. As you can see, I started doing the border row on this side. This one's almost complete, needs another row. I'm halfway, I'm up the top. So I wanted to come back down here, and then I was going to change my mind and do ribbing along the front. So I haven't decided. See if I can get further back. I don't know now because this chair, the table is as far back as I can get. So we'll go around this way, which is all over the place. Here we go. How's that? Whee! On my toes there. So it goes beneath the back area, in between my knees and my thigh and my hips. So it's on my thighs, all right? So it covers all the back, right down to the back of the back. I don't want to call it the word what it is. The round area. The round area. And it goes all the way back. It's really warm in here. Woo. So that was a jacket I was creating for Pipeworks. And in actual fact, you may remember me doing this on shorts, or at least doing some of these stitches here on shorts last year. Now, I did them on shorts so that we could have a practice of some stitches for future patterns. However, Saturday when I was showing everyone, they said, well, maybe we should use this pattern. Even I said, should we use this pattern? But I don't think I'll use this yarn, all right? The reason is it's acrylic, it makes me itchy. I love the colours. The colours are amazing, but it makes me itchy, and I'm going to ignore the acrylic and make it in the, I've got fluff everywhere here, and make it in the yarn of my choice. Whether it be the wool and whether it be the cotton is entirely up to me when we're ready to start creating. Now, I've lost all the chat, as you do. Look how much chat I've lost. Whistle, whistle. I still need to find a water bottle myself. Drink up, Mary. Thank you, middle. You're in the naughty corner. I'm guarding middle's purple yarn. Oh, Liesl said, drum roll, yes. Oh, that's how far back I've gone. Oh, my gosh. Oh, what? Yes, Carmen. Yes. I still prefer the bright, says middle. Okay. You're very welcome. How can I send you a picture of the cardigan I made? I absolutely love these colors, those colors. All right. Any pictures you'd like to send me at this stage, the only way you can do them is either through Messenger on Facebook and through private messenger on Instagram. So you've got your, direct message, Instagram, private message on Facebook. On Wow Crochet Designs, the little green circle you see on our channel, that's where you go to on our Facebook and our Instagram. I've been considering changing that sign lately. I was very close to changing it on Instagram the other day. I clicked on it and it said, would you like to change? And I went, yes. And then I changed my mind. So that green circle that you see on our usual pages all over Wild Crochet Designs may change. But I don't know yet. I'll think about it. At this stage, look for the little green circle. And you'll see the W and the hook through it or something. I can't even remember now. It's been so long since I've looked at it. I don't look at it anymore. I just ignore it sitting there. And you can send me a private message through those platforms, or you can also, no, actually that's the best way to do it, through Messenger on Facebook and Messenger on Instagram. If you get it through to Messenger on Facebook, I might be able to, if it's our work, if it's one of our pieces, I might be able to share it on my page. I haven't worked out how yet. If anything, I would take a screenshot and share it that way, so it may not look completely the way you've taken your photo. I don't like to do screenshots, because once you do that, you fill up your phone with all these screenshots and you're thinking, where did all these screenshots come from? I don't know. But I'll keep that in mind if you do send me anything. If it's just personal stuff that you've created that's not our work, then I'll just see it and we can, talk that way. But if it's If it's our work, then I'll pop it up on our page some way or form, one way, shape or form. I haven't decided whether to open a group yet. I'm kind of not really keen on it. I've seen what happens in groups. And it's not sweet. Some of the people, most of the people are lovely. And then you've got people who go in there and do stuff. So I haven't decided to open a group. But you can definitely send me something via private message. I will not ignore it. It might take me a while before I get back to people. Over the past few weeks, I've had nothing but messages and messages and messages. And I have not been able to get back to everyone. I'm going to have a drink. Not because I need to, but because there's something wrong. Cheers. All right. Okay. Now, getting back to everything again, the jacket itself, that's the question I wanted to ask our Wednesday people. Now, you can say yes or no. Do you want to see this sort of square? Yes, for our jacket, or no? You guys decide, because at the end of the day, I'm creating for you. For me, I will probably, I don't know whether to stick to my reds that I usually use. I was thinking of doing a unison jacket. When I say unison, making each square the same, exactly the same colors, right? But you can actually change your color combination if you want. All right, that's entirely up to you. We'll talk about that once we start creating our jacket. And I will give you instructions on how far to go. So if I say, if you say you're wanting to make a jacket down to your ankle, then I'll say, okay, you need this many squares for now. So Liesl says yes. Thank you, Liesl. Saturday's subscribers were keen as well. I think no one actually said too many yeses. There was a few yeses, but no one actually said no. So at this stage, we're looking at something like this. Yes, that's the square. It's nice. Yes, that square is nice. Thank you, Fluffy Kitten. No one has said no yet. So at this stage, we're doing a square. Yes, Middle loves it. We're doing a square with centers like this. It is a very basic stitch. So even the new crocheter can make this jacket. What? I will keep the ribbing on the sleeve and the ribbing on the front as basic as possible. I do want mine to close up. Yes, that sort of square, says Anne McSee. Thank you. Carmen's giving me hearts. Catherine says thumbs up. Hello, Catherine. Lovely to see you here. For those of you who do send me messages anywhere, I'm getting back to you. Look, there's so many messages, it's hard to get back to everyone. So you might end up just getting a thumbs up on the next message, whoever you are that sent me messages. Green Butterfly says no. Oh, we have a no. Green Butterfly. Just for that, I'm going to drink water. You like that, Green? Cheers. So Green Butterfly says no. Very unusual, Green. What's going on? We can make it green. It doesn't have to be red. I know Green Butterfly loves her green. Very unusual for you to say no. What's going on, Green? But she's not interested in that square. That's fine. She's probably saying that because you said there were no no's. No no's. No no's. I Middle say that fast. There were no no's. No no's. You're right. It's possible. But it is a cute square. I think it's at this stage we've got a majority that say yes. But if there's quite a few that say no, well, I can change it. I can change it to suit the next person. It doesn't worry me either way. But at this stage, everyone else has said yes, great. Unless we have a few more no's, I think we're going to settle for that. But you can change your square to suit. That's another thing. You can change your square to suit you so long as the size is the same. What? Seriously, you don't have to do our square. You can do your own square, but you can still follow along with us if the size of your square is the same. There you go. Pretty exciting, huh? The idea is just to keep the size the same. You can do anything you like. You could do a circle in the square, like a solid circle. and have your square as long as the measurement is the same as ours. But at this stage, I think I'm going to use 8-ply. I have considered using wool, but it depends. Now, I've used Bendigo Woolen Mills 8-ply wool before, especially on our patchwork sweater, and I've worn it many times and I have not broken out in a rash. Or broken out in a rash, I should say. So obviously I can wear it. And when you're wearing a jacket, you want to make yours a lot bigger because you're going to be having, you know, other sleeves under it as well. So when you're wearing a jacket, it's going to have plenty of space for you to move in, and you're going to have other things underneath your jacket anyway, so it's not going to be touching your skin much, except for around the wrist probably, and maybe around the collar area if you make your jacket high up, or if you make your jacket like us where it's going to button in front. Now, for those of you who don't want a button in front, I'm sorry. Well, look, I don't know. To be fair, I haven't even designed this jacket. If it's anything like that, there'll be no buttons in front. What? So I really haven't designed it. We could actually, when I say I haven't designed it, I have different designs that I've created in the past. I just use the design that I've used already and just do different color. Yeah, that's it, really. And you can decide also if you want it buttoned down in front or if you want it to just drop. I would like it buttoned in front because I want it to be wrapped up during winter at the Australian Sheep and Wool Show and things like that. When I'm there, it's icy cold. Well, you can't feel your toes when you're walking around. And we didn't get much rain last year. In fact, I don't remember it raining while I was there last year. I have a funny feeling this year is going to be different. It's going to bucket down the whole 3 days. I'd rather not, knock on wood, I'd rather not. But if it does, I want to be comfortable enough and warm enough. And the rain is not the issue. It's when it blows wind as well. And it's already 10 degrees, Celsius, and it blows wind. It makes you feel a lot colder. Now I'm missing the chat. Is there any chat? Oh, no chat. Carmen says thumbs up. Thank you, Carmen. Cost you nothing to do thumbs up. Nothing. As long as I can find medium or large buttons, I'll do that. But if not, I'll just keep it the way it is lol. Okay, that's fine. Again, it's your jacket. You can do whatever you please. I'll give you the instructions of what to do, and you decide whether you're going to do it or not. This is the best part about the patterns that I put up on YouTube. I try to keep them that you can walk away with it once it's done. You don't have to stick around and then do a border with us. You don't have to stick around and do ribbing with us. You could just say, right, I'm happy with the sleeve nice and wide. I don't want it any longer than this. And then you can walk away. You don't have to do all those things. These are just, actually for me, because I want to wear the jacket. I'm very fussy. I have some lovely large buttons and medium buttons from Mary. Oh, that's right. Did I send you buttons? I can't even remember. Green? I know it was a big pack last year. And if you didn't know this, guys, Green Butterfly won our Subscriber of the Year last year. So if you have not subscribed to our channel, today's the 31st of January. You have one more day to subscribe to the channel to win Subscriber of the Year at the end of the year. You have to be on our channel for 12 months, really, to be Subscriber of the Year. Maybe, and even maybe not. If anything, you have to be someone who puts in so much throughout the year. Well, you kind of have to be a subscriber, really. It's a given, really, yeah. So hit the subscribe button. Get your mum, your cousin, your auntie, your uncle, your brother, the sister, the dog, I don't know, your next door neighbour. Get them all to subscribe, and they can all be a part of Subscriber of the Year at the end of the year. Now, Green Butterfly not only got the prize from last year, which wasn't really last year, it was the 31st of December when I announced the winner. She not only gets that prize, but she also gets any pattern that I put up on the website that's a paid pattern. She gets it for free. Way too exciting, way too exciting. And best part about that is one is going up very, very soon. I know I keep saying it, but definitely because they are done. I'm just waiting for the results back from my my editing. Well, not my editing, people who are editing it for me, pattern testing, if you will. I call it editing, and I'll tell you why. Yours truly, before I started a YouTube channel, I used to write a lot. A lot. A lot. All the time since I was, how long have I been writing for? Since I was 8 years old. That's how much I used to write. No one ever sees these things. I tell a lie. There were poetry things that I, put up online in places and different forums and stuff. But not stories. I keep those stories here. They don't go anywhere. They'll go somewhere one day. You'll get a surprise one day. So I used to write a lot. So I use the word editing rather than testing. So it's an automatic reaction not to say pattern testing, but editing. So I'm going to try and watch my wording. Yeah. All right. So that's what we're doing this year. Next week, we will start our jacket because this week, it's all over the place. Oh, Green Butterfly says water time. I've nearly finished this cup. Cheers. Almost. And then I'm going to swap the cup. Beautiful wows. I'm off. Take care. We will see you soon, Fluffy. Just a quick update before you go. Tomorrow you are getting the short for the blanket, for the special stitch that's on the blanket, which is not a real big stitch. It's a minor stitch. And Friday you'll be getting part 2 of the blanket, not Thursday. Only because we were a day behind because of the putting the video up of Crazy Poppy Lady. Not that I'm blaming you, Crazy. It's my fault. And on Monday, we will start again with the whole new. I'll talk about it on Saturday. Talk about next week on Saturday. That'll give me time to work out how much yarn I will need for the jacket. And then we can work it out next week, which is very exciting. We'll start part 1 of the jacket next week. Wow, very exciting. Maybe. Definitely finish part 2 of the blanket this Friday. Now, the reason I'm fussing to get part 2 out is because after that, you need to head off on your own and follow some instructions. Big instructions. I don't want to give away too much. All right, so that's that. Thank you, Fluffy. We'll see you soon, darling. By flu. What does by flu mean, Yvonne? Oh, by flu for Fluffy, short for Fluffy. Oh, I thought you meant you had the flu. Oh, she's all over the place. It does look like flu to me. It looks like flu fluff. Floofy fluff. Or Fluffy. So that's what's going to happen next week. We are in the process of I don't want to say too much about the blanket. I'll just leave the blanket for now. If I say any more, I'm going to give away the main objective of the blanket. And I don't want to do that. Oh, Middle says drink. Oh, my gosh. Hi, Kimberly. Lovely to have you here. Cheers again. I think we're going to finish this any second. I put too much down, but look at that. And I've got fluff in my mouth as well. That's done. So now we're going to move that out of the way. We're going to put our fluffy kitten, I was going to say, fluffy kitten. We're going to put my little kitty cup on the coaster, move that right out the way, and we'll, oh, that was loud. I'm so sorry. That was really loud. That was loud even for me. And actually, the speaker's closer to the camera. Uh-oh. The chopper's out. Can we have a sneak peek? Oh, of course you can. She's so naughty. That's it. All right, now we'll do a better one. Ready? We'll do, oh, this one is going to even confuse you more. That's it. Let's try another one. Okay, here we go. Oh, a little bit too much there. Oh, still you can't work it out. And that's the right side of the work too. See, that's the joy of doing, the joy, you like that, the joy of doing a solid blanket is that when you're really looking at the stitches, you look at them and think, Is there a double there? A half double, a single? Is that front loop, back loop? Is that a cluster set? Is that a granny stitch? Oh, look at all those things I said. Doesn't mean all of them are going to be there. She's so naughty. That's purple. We see that you have a green one. Had a green one. Did I? Yes, I did. I did have a green one. Ah. But we're working with the purple on the channel. That's all I want to say about that. And if I wanted to give you a measurement of how far I'm with the pattern, it looks like that. That's how big it is so far after part 2. Now you do the measurements. Grab your hands, put them together, get a measuring tape from there, go right down to there, and that's how big part 2 will be, roughly. It's a crochet stitch. Oh, oh, Lisa, get in the corner, hon. Lisa, this is your first time on and your first time in the corner, hun. What? What is going on? What? She's in the corner. It does look like a crochet stitch, doesn't it? Working with purple, yay. One happy lefty. It's a lilac-y kind of thing. I thought you were changing colours. Maybe. She's not telling you anything, Raylene. Nothing. I love playing with Raylene. Raylene, get in the corner. Get in the corner and keep Liesl company. Bad girl. Stop adding 2 and 2 together. Stop it. It's not needed, aren't you? Oh, there's the allergy. Liesl, stay in that corner. Don't move. So it's so naughty. I'm the good one here. You guys are all naughty. I'm the good one. I'm lonely. Not anymore, Liesl. You'll have Raylene with you. You said 4 plus 1. Ah, wait a minute. I said 4 colours plus 1. So 5 colours. How they're going to work is, it is your usual way, but not. That's all I'm saying. She's so naughty, guys. I love that mystery. This is why it's called a mystery blanket. Don't you love the mystery of how this is going? Look, she's saying it's this big, but is it going to be this big, or is it going to be this big all the way through? Or is she changing colours? Or is she going to add that 5th one now? Oh, or is she going to put 4 rounds? She's going to put 4 squares? She's going to make triangles? What is she doing? I'm not telling you. You found a yarn ball, says Liesl. Put it down. I'm supposed to be the stand-in queen. I think Liesl's taken over today. She's a naughty girl, our Liesl. We like her. She's going to go well, so well here. Drink up, Bill. Thanks, Bill. So shouldn't I have picked 3, 4 colours? I'll tell you what you need. You need 4 colours. Yeah. But you need this guy here to complement those colours. So you do need a 5th colour. That's all I'm saying. Using leftovers from Pretty as a Peacock Blanket, good idea. Now, with these colours, okay, you do, from memory, I can't remember if I said 120 grams per colour. For the life of me, can't remember. But with the cream, you will need a lot more than 120. I don't know, maybe. I can't remember what I said in the first video. You'd have to watch the first video to find out. But the cream, no matter how it's worked into the blanket, oh, she's not saying way too much, will complement all the other colours. Did I say 125 grams? Did I? Oh, I think I gave you guys an extra 15 grams or something. I don't think it's going to be that big. I don't think it's going to be that much. I'm frogging something. Oops, I did that yesterday. I was so annoyed about something. I got 3/4 of the way through it and went, what? Made a mistake right down in the base. What? I had to take, it was this big and I had to take it down, all the way down to that. Only because I did a different pattern and I shouldn't have done a different pattern. Had nothing to do with what I was doing. I just, a total different pattern. I went, what am I doing? I had a different pattern on the brain. So I don't look at some of my patterns. I just look at my work and think, oh, I know what I did there. And I just do it. And what I would have done was look down at the work and then looked at another piece and said, oh, that's nice. And then just started making that one instead. And that's what I did. I haven't finished watching the video yet. I assume we're supposed to use 8-ply. It is an 8-ply, a DK weight, or a 3-weight yarn. But you can use a 10-ply or an Aran weight or a 4-weight yarn. You don't have to use a DK. I hate when this happens. When this happens, yes, when you have to frog, I know. And I find when I'm social, talking to people, I'm frogging more. I also find when I have, when I'm talking on the channel, I tend to frog later. I've done crochet on the channel, as you've seen many times before. I had to frog my niece's blanket. Then I put it in the corner to think about what it did. Jodie, hop in the corner with me, hun. You know how many times I've done that? You get away from me and stay there and look at me and look at me, and you know what you did. That's what I do. Sit right here, Jodie. Oh, good. I'm trying to get rid of my stash, and I have mostly 4-weight. The only thing is with your 4-weight middle, your blanket will be a lot bigger than ours, which is not a problem because I haven't even sorted out exactly how big ours is going to be. All right. The other thing, I haven't told anyone this, but I'm such a big sookie lala. I smashed my toe on the couch the other day, and all sorts of nasty red stuff was coming out. We won't talk about what that is online. All sorts of yucky was coming out, and I may even lose the toenail. But fingers crossed, I did not break the toe. I was limp and I was so annoyed because I've been doing my workouts. I've been so careful. I've got weight loss happening. I've got muscle growing. I'm very happy. And then I smashed a toe in a million pieces. Just one little toe. And I spoke to my trainer and I said, look, today's a rest day, so we're pretty lucky. I'm going to wait another day, and if I can't do the workout, I'll let you know. On the second day, I did the workout real slowly and real careful, but I did complete it. So I'm very excited. And today is another rest day. So in actual fact, tomorrow is another rest day as well, because Friday is check-in day. And the workout will be on Friday. So that's a bit of a bonus that I can get those 2 rest days in for healing. And I'm forever bandaging, taking the Band-Aid off, and I'm just waiting for that toe to go flip. See you later, toenail. See ya. We'll talk to you in a 1.5 years time. I don't know how long it's going to take to grow back. But it's just on the couch, the base of the couch. I mean, I was wearing, like no shoes, as you do. I was barefoot. It's hot here in Melbourne, yeah? And I smashed it, literally smashed. I felt the nail like really bend back. It was so painful. And I wasn't crying, but I did have tears from the pain. And it was a big mess. I was running water on it. It was such a mess. I thought one little tiny toe can make so much mess. And then I bandaged it, and I thought, oh gosh, I reckon I'm going to lose it. And I probably will lose the toenail. But the toe is not broken, which is good. And that's what the doctor said. You're so lucky you didn't break that toe. You break that toe, and it's such a long time for healing. You can forget about your workouts. But I didn't break it. And he said to me, no, it's just a toenail. It's all right. Oh, thank God. So it's all smashed and yucky, and I don't like it. I'm so sad. She's such a sookie baby. But it was Sunday night, and it was very late, and I was tired, and I don't know what I was thinking of. And when you're sort of not thinking, and that happens all the time, every 5 minutes when I stop thinking. But Sunday was a very painful sleep. Sunday night was a very painful sleep. And I didn't take anything for it either. I just assumed that it'll be okay. And the next day I had it bandaged, and I actually kept my leg up all day the next day. So not only was I doing a rest day, I was doing a super rest day on the Monday, which was a bad thing for me. The bonus was I was working on patterns anyway, so I had to sit down for most of the day, but I was so annoyed because of my rest days from doing workouts. They're the days I like to go for long walks at least, or take some sort of walking fitness training rather than doing aerobics and weights and everything else, but just walking. and I was annoyed that I couldn't walk that day. Yesterday, which was Tuesday, I managed to walk around a little bit and still do the workout. I couldn't walk fast. So when they give you the little 5 or 10 minute walk before your program, I had to do that really slow, which is ridiculous because it defeats the purpose. But now I'm feeling a little bit better, so that's okay. Water time says screen and middle says water. Natural healer may help you hit your toe. Do you think? Well, anyway, I've been drinking a lot today. I think this is my 7th cup today, which is a lot for me because I was only, in fact, 3 weeks ago, I wasn't even drinking 1 glass. I would do it on my live and I'd drink about 3/4 of that cup on my live, remember? That was all the water I was having during the day. Now I'm up to 7 cups. Well, today is a 7 cup a day one. Most days it's only 4 cups a day. So what is that? 250, 500. It's nearly 2 litres a day. No, it's not 2 litres, is it? It's 1 litre a day, nearly. But 7 cups, this is my 7th one now. Cheers. So I like to kind of stop drinking a little bit earlier in the evening. Otherwise, I spend the whole night in the hello area, and then I'm in trouble. You're going to need an intermission. I know, right? Soon, Jody. Someone bring me a bucket. Oh, no, that's so naughty, Jody. Why would you say that? She didn't. Poor Jody. Jody, I've just thrown you under the bus, honey. That bus, he's doing a lot of work today. That bus driver, he's running over everyone. You're not wrong. I think if I don't be careful, I may need to have a little intermission. Just a little one. I'll have to close doors too. Otherwise it'll be noisy. I'm so naughty. Mary, get in the corner. Put on the hat. I mean the crown. Put on Kiki's crown and I'm going to sit in the corner. While I'm in the corner, guys, just talk amongst yourselves. Oh, gosh. But I will be giving everyone an update on this program as well. So you will know eventually. Don't laugh too hard. 1 sneeze, 1 cough, and I'm in trouble, Jody. Oh, I'm in trouble. No, I'm not. I don't need to, which is a bonus yet. Look, I'm wearing my Fitbit today. I haven't done much to walk. How much have I done? I've only done 4,000 steps. It's a rest day, and I'm watching the toe. Can I bring you the toe? Let's have a look at the toe. I can't show you the toe. I'm not that stretchy, but it's the little toe on the left foot. She's such a sookie lala. All right, so... The other thing was Crazy Poppy Lady, by the way, guys, got to meet my family. What? I said to her at the end of the day, look, it's 7 o'clock. If I take you home now, it's after dinner time and you haven't had dinner. So we're going to pick up my family. We're going out to dinner. We have tacos. I can take over since you're in the corner. So, yeah, Crazy Poppy Lady got to meet the family. I was going to feed my family too, you know, they had to eat. And actually I said to the family, oh, don't worry, I'll be home probably around 5. I'll have time to cook dinner. 7 o'clock we got back from Bendigo. I actually rang and said, are you guys hungry yet? And they said, yeah, what's happening? I said, well, I'm going to pick you up. We're eating out. And so we ate out, which was fun. We all had tacos, which I like, which I didn't eat much of because of the program. I did have a little drink, which I'm calling watered down, but it wasn't really. It was a very nice drink. I'm so naughty. So I had a drink without eating too much, which wasn't very good. Not a good idea. Don't recommend it. But I wasn't driving at that stage, so that was okay. So Crazy Poppy Lady had a little bit of fun with us. Was it pink? I think it was kind of red. With, you know what it's like when you go to, you know, little Mexican restaurants and they have a red drink. A very nice red drink. With some strawberries maybe in it. There may be the basic fruit. I was a little bit healthy. I'm a good girl, Carmen. Oh, poor. I must admit, every time I go out now, look, I do think about this now. Whenever I go out to eat, I think, okay, I won't have that because that's not right. And I will have that because that's got some fruit in it. That's got vegetables, da, 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 da. So I'm thinking differently. My whole... Raylene, stop that. My whole mentality has changed, which is it's amazing for me because I've lived one way for years. Having said that, I will still have my pasta. I just won't have a plate this big. I'll have it this small and I'll have a little bit of salads around it instead. I cannot give up pasta. Sorry. Well done, Mary. That's the key. Well, like I said, Jody, in the video when I first brought it out, it is a lifestyle change. You can't just change for the 12-week program that I'm on and assume it's all going to happen. And then it's never going to come back. That doesn't work, yeah? Heads up, it doesn't work. You diet for a little while, you stop, and it comes back. So instead of dieting all the time, you just limit everything, I think, in my opinion. Hopefully my trainer's not watching me. No, but she's really good about it too. She even says the same thing. She says, look, you have to watch your nutrition. She did say to me this week, I've got to focus on the nutrition. She goes, you have to watch your nutrition, but also, you know, you can't do without. Like, I'm Italian. I can't live without pasta. Really? I mean, you know, I wouldn't even do the diet if I had to live without pasta. But just limit it. Just have a taste and then enjoy the salads. Actually, I make some really nice salads now. Some really tasty, yummy salads. I'm getting excited. These aren't salads. The one that they did send me was great, and it was okay. But these are salads that I'm finding online that have similar ingredients to what my program has. So that way, keeping with the program, but just changing it up a little bit, you know, to suit me. Making sure you're putting the right vegetable in it though, yeah? And the right salad ingredient, because you could be putting something totally different that is actually, well, it shouldn't be. Anything salad and vegetable shouldn't make you put on weight, right? But if you are adding all sorts of rubbish in it, yeah, maybe it is. Like, you know, 10 litres of dip or something. I'm trying to think of what goes in them. Tzatziki dip. Oh, I love tzatziki. Did you know there's a diet tzatziki dip? And you can make it yourself. I'm going to make one. Let's see how it goes. She's so bad. Look, she got so sidetracked, guys. This is not a food channel. It's not a fitness channel. This is a crochet channel. You should do a second channel for your health journey. You can show us all your recipes. Ooh, the recipes. I can't show you the recipes. It's part of the program. I can show you what I'm eating, but you'd have to be part of the program to do that. I could show you recipes that I create, which is a little bit weird sometimes, but look, it doesn't matter. When I get really hungry, which I don't now because of the way you eat, it doesn't make you hungry, which is fantastic. I haven't had a chocolate. I haven't had lollies or sweets or whatever you want to call it. I'm not a big cake fan, so I don't really have cake anyways. I haven't had crisp chips, potato crisp chips. I love crisp chips, but I haven't had them, and I haven't wanted to have them because all the ingredients in what you're eating now is fulfilling what you need, so you don't get that. I'm assuming you don't get that craving, or maybe I've just been more determined this time round because of health reasons. I thought it was really important to be more determined. Getting another channel, Jody, for my health, I don't know if I have the time. Excited. I got some sugar and cream yarn going to make Mary Granny's square bag. Okay, good on you, Catherine. You go, girl. Good for you, Mary. Thanks, Carmen. Going off the sweets is the hardest thing for me. You know, that's funny, Jody. Me not eating crisp chips is the hardest. I'm more of a salty, you know, like my savoury, yeah? And it's been real difficult for me not to eat chips. But I haven't really thought about it because I'm so focused on what I'm doing that I don't know if it's just me or if it's just, you know what it is? It's a lot of work. You've got to fill in the forms. You've got to do check-in. When you do check-in, you've got to write everything about the workouts that you did, what you found difficult, what you didn't find difficult, what would you like to be challenged with, what this, what that. It gives you all these questions. You got a lot of writing to do too. You can't just get into it and assume you know what you're doing. It just doesn't work. And then they talk to you about nutrition, and you've got to fill out that form. And you're so busy doing things that in my opinion, I think you just forget about the rest, because you've got to hurry up and get it done. You've got to focus. There's a time limit to get your tracking sheet in, or whatever you want to call it, I don't know what it's called, check-in sheet, if you will. There's a time limit. You've got to get it in by a certain time. You've got to do this by a certain time. And you're stuck. So you rush to get it done, as well as you're cooking your meals, as well as doing this. At the end of the day, you've forgotten all about that rubbish. In my opinion, I'm hoping that's everyone, or if it's just me, I'm sorry, guys. But in my opinion, I'm a chocolate and sugar nut. I can't do without, says middle. Drink up, says middle. I'm going to do that right now. And Bonnie is in the house. Hi, Bonnie. And now I'm starting the kitty cup. Cheers, everyone. All right. So there you go. Look, getting back to crochet. I got so sidetracked again. Getting back to crochet. Definitely we are on track for the second part of the blanket, which is very exciting. Next week, we are going to do part 2 of the blanket this week. Then you guys are going to head off on your own next week and do a certain amount of situations. I'm not going to say rounds, or I'm not going to say color. I'm just going to say situations. You have to do that for a long time. So part 3 is not going to happen straight away. So heads up. And you won't be able to do it straight away anyway, because you have a big task ahead of you when the blanket is to a certain area. Green Butterfly, are you heading off, hun? We will see you soon. Carmen, are you heading off? We'll see you soon. And Green Butterfly, I'll have that information for you on Friday morning about the size of our blanket. So if you wanted to make yours in a 4-ply cotton or yarn, which is a 2-weight, you'll know exactly how big yours will come out if you are using a thinner yarn. Yeah, you can use a thinner yarn, but I just think it'll come out a little bit small. Anyway, that's that. I'm not going to say too much until part 2 is up and running. That's all, because I'm giving it away. I don't want to give it away. It's mystery. It's excitement. You know what? I have a funny feeling that I'm more excited about it than you guys. She's like, what? They're sitting back saying, oh, is it a square? Is it a circle? What are we doing? A rectangle? A triangle? What are we doing? And I'm like, it's me. It's crazy me. Look, someone did say to me recently, after all these years of crochet, you still get overexcited. Hasn't it put you off? And I say, no. Maybe it puts people off when they've done too much of it, but I still start to tremble when I'm talking crochet like a project. I start to shake. I get excited. You're super excited. Thanks, Jody. I'm glad, hun. Is your middle name Mary? I watched you with Crazy Poppy Lady. Looked like you had way too much fun. Look, Bonnie, I met my match with blonde hair. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. She's like me, blah, 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 and I'm blah, 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 and this just went on all day. And we got super excited when we went to Bendigo Woolen Mills. We're just sad that the coffee shops close around 3 in Bendigo. What? I was like itching for a coffee. I'm excited. I just don't show it. Good on you, middle. No, so looking forward to the new parts of the blanket. Thank you, guys. I always still get excited if it's something as big as a blanket, if it's something as small as a coaster. I still get excited. When we did the love heart, the fridge magnet love heart we did on the channel 3 or 4 years ago. I can't remember now. It's a while back. I got excited to the extent where I had to record that 2 or 3 times because my hands were like this. And it was so small. And it happens because I still find that, like, I get that will and that want to always do it. And when I'm out and I know I'm not allowed to crochet where I am, whether it's at a venue where no one crochets and I'm not allowed to bring it out because I'm not allowed to, I start to twitch and I'm itching and I go for a walk, I pace up and down. I need to crochet. So I still get very excited. That's crazy. I'm just finishing the border of a baby blanket and later today I'm starting part 1. Jody, that's exciting because part 1 will be so quick for you. It's a basic square. You're probably seeing the picture in the video. And part 2 is where everyone's going to get excited because that's, oh my gosh, that's what they're going to do. And if they don't do that, I'll just sit in a corner, suck my thumb, rock from side to side and cry. Just a little bit. Middle says, I also have a lot on my mind. Yes, I know you are, Middle, right now, getting excited for your channel and what you're doing. Hello, you like my shirt. Musica, beautiful Musica. She comes in occasionally and then she comes in and says something gorgeous. You know what, though? I think Musica, I think it's her, that she's on my Facebook page a lot. I think it's you, Musica, and I think you do tend to leave messages on my Facebook page a lot, and I do thank you for that. If it's not you, I'll thank the next person who's doing it. I'm pretty sure it's you, hun. But it's lovely to have you here. She comes on occasionally. When she comes on, she makes us all smile. We love her. We love everyone, Musica. We're not fussy. Except the naughty ones. We don't like them. When they're naughty, we tell them where to go. Well, actually, we don't say anything. We just make them disappear. Like magic. We make them disappear. And then, you know, they get upset with me because I make them disappear. But if you're naughty in a fun way, then you get into the naughty corner. That's okay. We like that. That's a lot of fun. That's an honor. I leave you a lot of comments and messages too. You do, Middle. But I'm trying to marry up whether the lady on Facebook is the same one as Musica here. I keep working out, is it her? They get the boot. They do, Bonnie. They get the boot. I'm following you on Instagram. Instagram as well. Are you following me on Facebook, Musica? Someone is. I thought it was you, hun. Oops. There's another lady who says stuff on Facebook. I was pretty sure it was Musica. Oops. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She's so sweet too. Actually, the reels and the shorts that I've been doing here on YouTube and the reels on Facebook, I'm sorry, let's try that again. The reels on Instagram, the shorts on YouTube, and the shorts on Facebook has the business growing a lot faster now. So there's more people on Facebook that message or click like and all sorts of things, and there's more people on Instagram doing exactly the same. So trying to marry everyone up is real difficult. But if I know that you are on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, that's where all the excitement happens and we talk spot giveaways, spot surprises, if you will. Don't mention the word giveaway. Spot surprises. And the spot surprises this year, as you know, will be done once a month. We have missed January's one. We'll do that in February for January, and then we'll do one in February because I need to pop my pattern up on website before we can do the spot surprise. I'm not using, oh, you don't use Facebook. That's all right, Musica. That's fine. I don't know who the other person is. We like her too. We like everyone. Again, except for the naughty ones. We kick them to the curb. Out you go. Shut the door behind you. There's a draft. Out to the curb. All right, so that's the excitement of this week. Last week, on the 18th of January, as you know, I went to Bendigo Woolen Mills with Crazy Poppy Lady. Silly me, while I was there, I bought the cotton for the blanket that we're creating now. While I was there, I didn't think to purchase yarn for the jacket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I've got enough yarn in my stash to create the jacket. Now, if not, I'll choose as much yarn as I need to create the squares and then use the actual join as you go or whatever join we use to close a jacket up with to be a different colour, and I'll order that from Bendigo Woolen Mills, which is a long way away anyways. So it kind of works, but I'll just tell you how much you'll need. So that's a silly mistake I made. I must admit I was so excited that Crazy Poppy Lady was in Melbourne that I didn't think straight. I just kept thinking, and I think we're also worried, to be fair, that there was flooding happening at the time. I believe Bendigo had flooded a little bit the 2 or 3 days before we were going to arrive. And I was messaging her backward and forward saying, I'm going to have to sort out plan B because we can't go to Bendigo. Melbourne had floods everywhere at that time. Queensland completely flooded around that time. Massive cyclones, storms. It was just bad. But Melbourne at the time did have some flooding, and Bendigo did flood a little bit. Not a lot. There was no damage to the shops or anything. There was no damage to Bendigo Woolen Mills. Oh, I'm so glad about that. But there was a lot of flooding at the time. And literally even 2 days before, I said to Angela, I said, look, honey, I don't know if we're going to Bendigo now. If anything, I'll pick you up and we'll do something in the city. We'll go to the yarn shops that are local as well, and we can do some footage on that. But literally the day before, it was so hot. And the day before that, it started drying up a bit. But the day before that, it was so hot that most of the area dried up. By the time we were ready to go the next day and we were driving on the way to Bendigo, you could see wetlands, but you couldn't see floods. But when you put your foot on it, you could hear squelch, squelch, squelch. So you could see the wetlands. You knew there was water there, but there was no flooding. So that was good. And we managed to go. But that was like literally cutting it fine. I was going to say to her, forget it. We'll just hop in the car and go somewhere fancy locally, which probably would have been great for coffee. You should have seen how on edge I was. I need a coffee. I need a coffee. I said, Angela, I'm not doing a 2-hour trip without a coffee. I need a coffee. It's a 2-hour drive to Bendigo from where Angela was. From here, it's an hour and 50 minutes, hour and 45 minutes. But from Angela's address, where she was staying, was a 2-hour drive. So it was a 40-minute for me to get there, 2-hour drive to go to Bendigo. So that's 2 hours and 40 minutes. On the way back, it was an hour and 50 minutes. Then we went back to her place, which was 40 minutes. Then I had to drive home later that night. Well, I didn't drive. We got home later that night. I was like this. I was so tired. And I didn't do much crochet that day, at least, because I was doing a lot of the driving. The only time I didn't drive was very late at night when we were taking Angela back home. But most of the day I did all the driving. So we probably looked at about 4 to 5 hours of non-stop driving, which worked well for us. We were chatterboxing the whole way. There you go. Well, I love you all, but I'm so sleepy. Hugs and love to all. Bonnie, we will see you soon, hon. You take care. Shall we do another one of these flashes? Oh, that's too much information. What about this one? Ready? Oh, look at that. No, that's, let me try a little bit more. See if you can see a little bit of a pattern. Oh, we'll try another little bit of a pattern. She's so bad. Uh-oh. Oh, that's too much, too much, too much. That's the right side at least. Thank you. Middle, I will drink. Cheers. Yeah, any moment now. Any moment now. One sneeze, one cough, and I'm in trouble. 7 glasses. Actually, to be fair, since I started drinking water, I think it was yesterday. Yesterday, I was busy running around doing things, and I didn't get a chance to drink water by about midday. By 1 o'clock, I was so dry. I said, something's wrong with me. Why am I so dry? Because my body and my throat is starting to get used to having the water in there. What? Filet, says Raylene. Maybe. Maybe not. Raylene, she pushes me. She does. She's so bad. You're so... Raylene? Are you in the corner yet? You're already in the corner, aren't you? What are we going to do with you, Raylene? No. There's, well, yes and no. It looks a bit filet-ish. Can I use that word, filet-ish? Just sitting up on the chair. Looks a little bit filet-ish, but it's not. But that's only maybe one row that might look like that. This is a solid blanket. Just thinking, what is wrong with this woman? Just tell us already. No. Just waiting for part 2. I know, right? The bonus, like I said, with part 2, once you see it, you think, is that it? You will. You'll say that. I say that one row is special, not because of the stitch, but because of the stitching and the amount of stitches that you need to put in there. But the actual stitch that's different than the rest is very basic. But the way it looks, I think the way I've done it gives it a look that it's a really difficult blanket, but it is so easy, so easy. The brand spanking new crocheter can do this. So there you go. Brand spanking new crocheter. All right, guys, I think that's pretty much it. She's starting to itch to go to the hello room. Maybe I shouldn't drink so much. What I will do definitely is pop the short up during the day tomorrow. If I get the blanket finished during the day tomorrow, not the blanket finished, not the whole blanket, no way. If I get part 2 sorted out, edited, and ready for tomorrow, it might go up tomorrow night. But I'm guessing more Friday morning. Yeah. Friday morning. I did say Thursday, but I'm guessing more Friday morning. I think messing around with the video for when we went away took too much time. I should have edited that video 2 weeks ago because I already had the footage. I was just being slack. She's being lazy, guys. It happens. I was probably still in holiday mode. Until January passes, I continue to stay in holiday mode, which is worse because I work a lot on projects that aren't for the channel during the break. So in a few months' time, you're going to see these projects. You're going to say, where'd that come from? January? Oh, by the way, I don't think it's in this room. But I will show you actually before we go. Let me just pop up. I'll show you mine. We are doing the hexagon cardigan this year. What? And the way it's looking, I will have, why have I got 2 lids here? Oh, because I've got the other part of it. Where is it? I'm looking, thinking I had it in here. I've got practically most of the medium size done. Now, this is my size. I just wanted to show you that when I'm doing my hexagon cardigans, and any cardigan really, I'll work on both sides at the same time. Only because when I say same time, once I change a colour, I go over to the other one and do that side. Then I change that colour and I go over to the other one and do that side. And the reason is because I like to make sure I use the right hook all the time. Yeah. But I will show you what I've come up with so far. That's what I've come up with so far. It's Bendigo Woolen Mills 8-ply DK weight 3-weight yarn. That's mine. And of course, there's a lot to go because, hello, it's not even halfway. But it's the width of the sleeve for me is perfect. Yeah. And we're going to talk about that when we create our hexagon cardigan on the channel. The one I'm making for a family member, she doesn't want buttons. So our hexagon cardigan for her will not have buttons. Whether I decide to do buttons for me, that will be a different story. And if I do buttons for me, I will give you the opportunity to do one without buttons. And then in a few weeks' time or a week later, I'll show you mine with all the sizes as well with buttons. So you can decide whether you want one without buttons and you can decide whether you want one with buttons. It's way too exciting. So that's that side, yeah. And the other side, like I said, I've done the I don't know which one to call it, the lighter color, right? Then I went over here and I did the darker one. When I'm finished the darker one here, I'll go on this side and do the darker one on this side. Yeah, every time I change the color, I change the colors on both sides. That's how I do hexagon, what have I done? Hexagon cardigans, or any cardigan that looks the same on both sides in the front. I do them together because I get nervous that I've lost the hook or I've forgotten what hook. Even though it says it on the pattern, sometimes I mess it up. And if you did it in a 4mm hook and then a 4.5mm hook, both your sides will look different. All right, I'm not going to put it back up there. I'll put it back up there after the live. But I wanted to show you that, in fact, Saturday's live, what I might do is show you the medium size. And you can have a look at that because that's almost complete, the medium size. It's better than what this is up to. And I used the grey that we are using in our blanket for that as well. So my family member will be getting that as well, which is a bonus. So I'll be getting one and my family member will be getting one. Yeah, it's very pretty. It is. And, you know, with hexagon cardigans, though, I like them. Don't get me wrong. But once I make one, I'm done with it. Because I want to make so many other cardigans that if I keep doing those, I'll never make the ones that I really want. So once we've done with that hexagon cardigan, we're going to do something fun this year. I hope you like it. It's going to be a little bit different. Like most of our stuff, it's the same as everyone else's, but we have something different where we put in, I put in something that's a little bit of an interesting taste. Like I change, it's like we both make a same plate of pasta. Here we go, back to pasta again. Then I add an extra ingredient that's different to what you do. So it's the same plate of pasta, but it's going to taste that a little tiny bit different. That's what I like to do with our crochet projects here on the channel at Wow Crochet Designs, because it's not enough that you do what everybody else is doing. Let's make it personal. Let's make it fun just for you. That's my opinion. If you don't like it, just tell me and I won't do it anymore. Oh, my toe. Oh. That's just crying about everything. So that's pretty much what you're going to see this year. You're going to see things like this, but they'll have our own take on it. It'll be a little bit different. If you want the other way, I'll say, right, just keep going until you're ready. But for me, I'll say, right, this is what I want to do. You can decide what you want to do. You can keep going, get to this measurement and stop. But for me, we're going to try this. And that's pretty much what you're going to see this year with our projects. Things are going to be, they're just going to have a little bit of a kick, a bit of spice. It's all about the food now, isn't it? It's all about food. So there you go. Do you want another? Oh, that's a corner. Oh, but you know it's going to be a corner. You know there's a square. Oh, that's a basic stitch. That's just double crochet. She's so bad. I don't know how you put up with me, guys. Seriously, I would think this lady's nuts. She's nuts, but she crochets well. So everyone wins. I stay crazy and you get the crochet projects that you need. Everybody wins here. Nobody loses. And sometimes you win a little bit more when we do the surprises. So who can complain, right? Any complaints? Leave. We don't want to hear them. Shut the door on the way out. There's a draft. No, not today because it's so warm. I need the air conditioning. The air conditioning's so far away, I can't even feel it. I can feel a little bit of like a gentle breeze, but not much. The bonus is my sauce is ready for dinner. So all they need to do is add the pasta. Is that too much information? And then make the salad because I'm making a salad as well. Got to eat healthy too. Can't have macaroni all day. I'm having macaroni today, guys. What is everyone having for dinner tonight? If you're from Melbourne, if you're from overseas, what are you having for breakfast? Or lunch? Or afternoon tea? Or do you have an afternoon tea? Do you have a little snack break? No? All right. She just doesn't stop, guys. Really? It just keeps going. It's like motor mouth. Motor mouth. This keeps going. All right. Do you want to see more, or would we like to call it the afternoon and let me get back to what I'm supposed to be doing and getting ready for the channel? I have not edited part 2 yet. Excuse me. So I need to edit part 2. Cheers. I think I just swallowed dust. Lamb chops on barbecue with mash and veggies. You know why I like barbecue, Raylene? Because I don't do barbecue. Somebody else cooks it. I love barbecues and I hate barbecues. I don't like barbecue. Really, I don't like the smell in my hair, but I like it when someone else cooks it. Having said that, mash and veggies, you'd be cooking that, wouldn't you? When we have barbecues here, I usually make some rice and some salad. And then they bring in the meat and sausages. Porridge with banana. I love porridge, Jody. I love porridge. It's my favourite breakfast to have, but I haven't had it in years. They use some of the porridge flakes as your oats, really, for your breakfast on the diet plan, which is good. It's 12:31 here a.m., so I'm in bed, should be sleeping, and no one can tell me I can't have my life with Mary. Good on you, Middle. Mince pie homemade, says Luana. We're all moving to Luana's house. And we're going to go to Jody's place for breakfast because we're having porridge with banana. Then we'll go to Luana's for a snack. Then we'll go over to Raylene's for the barbecue lamb chops. What did you say? Barbecue lamb. She didn't say chops. Barbecue lamb. Where else can we go? Yeah. Goodbye, Mary. Get to that editing. Yeah, I know, right? I do need to edit the video. It's actually all complete. The only part that's not complete is where I give you instructions. Now, the reason I didn't complete that is because when I say there's a lot to say, there's not a lot to say. It's just the way I word it, and I don't want to word it wrong where you're going to think, what did she just say? So I want to make sure that you understand the wording of that, because one of the rows is exactly the same as it's supposed to be, but the start and the ending change a little bit. Ready in 10 minutes. All right, Luana, I don't think I can make it to, where are you, New Zealand? In 10 minutes. I'd have to catch a plane. I'd have to catch a plane to everyone. Oh, except Raylene. She lives in Australia. She lives in Melbourne. Still, the drive is not close. At this hour of the night, forget about it. I'm not going anywhere. Peak hour, forget it. Peak hour traffic, I don't think so. And look, there are times when you have to drive in peak hour traffic, but if I can avoid it, I will. And in fact, when I took Angela, her name is not Crazy Poppy Lady, it's Angela. When I took Angela to Bendigo, we did cop a little bit of traffic, but not much. Not as much as I thought we would, but we were still on school holidays here. So a lot of families were away anyways. There wasn't much driving, to and from schools. So we were very lucky. If she came now, school started this week. If she came now, oh my gosh, chaos. The roads in our area would be chaos. All good. Made one for the freezer. Oh, okay. I'll be there tomorrow afternoon, Luana. I got a passport now. It's funny. I got my passport. It was a while back. And the other day, my daughter's fiance says, so did you get your passport? And I said, mm-hmm. He said, so where are you going? I said, oh. I haven't thought of anywhere to go. And he says, we're waiting. If I could afford it, I would go everywhere. But you know what? I'm thinking it's time to start saving up for a trip. What do you reckon, guys? Shall I save up for a trip? Where should I go? I'll let the ball in your court for that. Where are you, Luana? Luana's in New Zealand. So, Raylene, I'll pick you up. We'll take the plane. We'll get there, I don't know, some stage during the day tomorrow. It won't take long. We leave now. Oh, no, you pick me up because I'm in I'm near the airport. New Zealand. Island. Jody, our trip to you is going to be very difficult. You're a little bit far. Do you think your porridge will last by the time I get there? But I would look, don't knock it, Jody. Look, to be fair, I went to the UK and where did we go? UK and France and Italy years ago when the kids were little. and I wanted to go to Ireland. It's the one place I didn't get a chance to go. It's got to be on the list, Jodie. I have to come to Ireland. You and I, we could party. By party, I mean crochet. We could party when I come to Ireland. I think we should come. You know what? We should go to Ireland. I'm going to have to talk the family into going to Ireland. Or I can come on my own. Leave the family behind. Come to Canada. Middle Canada's on the list. The US, Canada, Ireland. Oh, look, they're all on the list. They're all on the list. Spain. I want to go to Spain. I want to go to Spain. Yes, I know, but where? Going on a cruise to, seriously, Raylene? Another one's on a cruise. Leven, you're in Leven, New Zealand. Okay. What's that near? Raylene. Wellington. Wellington's the main place, Raylene. You can't go wrong. Just go to Wellington. Meet her there. And bring the lamb chops. She'll bring the what is it, the pies, the mince pies, and you bring the lamb chops. I want to go to New Zealand, Australia, Ireland, Scotland, Spain, and England. Well, like, I want to try a lot of places, but Ireland was on our list to go when we did go, but we never got there. It was just too difficult. Japan! Music, I'm coming to Japan to see you, honey. Well, I definitely want to see you, hun. Actually, my daughter and her fiance, they've been to Japan. So I would love to go. I hear it's a beautiful place to be. You're in the right spot, Musica. Not that Australia's bad. Australia's a good place. But apparently Japan, it's so pretty. Not going there this time. Maybe Dunedin. Is that how it says? Said Dunedin or Dunedin or Dunedin? Dinner. It all reverts back to food. This is why I'm in trouble, because everything resorts to food. But yeah, I think traveling, look, I seriously think traveling's on the cards. To be fair, we have an unwell cat at the moment, to the extent where we kind of have to be here all the time. That's how unwell she is, 24/7. But it's just, you know, if she's not with us, not that I'm wishing it, but it's sad right now, then we'll go. But once we've got the animals, it's hard to just, you can't dump an unwell animal. You just can't do that. And I say the word dump because that's what people do. They dump their animals and then they go overseas. I'm terrible, am I? I want to go to New Zealand first because my favourite franchise was filmed there. Okay, well, that's cute. Yeah, I went to Vanuatu with my daughter once. That was nice. If you've ever been to Vanuatu, it's very unusual. Like, you catch buses everywhere, and when you're walking, every van that passes you is a bus. They pull over. You want bus? Yes, you get in, $1.20. It costs, or $1.50, maybe $2. That's how cheap it is to catch a bus into the city. It's so cute. I mean, the island isn't very big anyway. And unless you're going further in, you need to hire, you need to have the whole tour thing happening. That's different. But the little buses, they take you everywhere. Anywhere you want to go, everyone who's anybody is a bus driver. It is so cute. It really is. Because when I first got there, I thought, oh, I don't see a normal bus. Why is this person asking to take us? But that's how that place works. Everyone, you just hop on anything. And it takes you anywhere. It's really weird. And everyone who drives those buses, they know exactly where to go. It's a very interesting place to be. There is an Australian pub right in the centre, which I find really unusual. If you go there and you're women, they don't like you being out late at night because they think it's dangerous for you. It's really cute. Just got email from Source of Fibre. She has 20% off tonight for 2 hours, 7 till 9. Isn't that interesting, Raylene? I'm not going to I'm not going to turn the computer on or the phone or anything. I'm going to hide it all. The iPad, everything's getting hidden. All we need now is more yarn. But if you want yarn, Source of Fibre has the special on tonight. That's all. Raylene's saying. Are you going to get something, Raylene? Are you naughty? What are you buying? I'm such a sticky pig. What are you going to buy, Raylene? It's source of fiber. I was so sad when she shifted. She lived, this was hilarious. I had no idea how close we lived. When I ordered yarn, she came and delivered it. This is my house. Behind us is our neighbour, obviously our back neighbour. Behind them is another neighbour, and the next one was her. All those years, I had no idea. And I found out at the end when she was shifting. I don't even know where she's moved to now. But yeah, when I ordered from her, it turns out she was local. She says, I walk past your house every day with the dogs. I never noticed all those years. That's hilarious. Yeah, she's since shifted. So what are you buying, Raylene? Are you buying? You are, aren't you? She's got good prices, though. She's really good prices. And the actual, if I got any here to show people, I have. Give me a second. I know I have. I think I have. I know I have. Oh, she's looking. She's not finding. She's not finding. No, my husband getting mad at me for too much yarn, lol. Million bags growing in the garage. Be careful of the garage. That's how you get moths. Yeah, be careful, yeah. I want to buy from her and Bendigo and Tandy, but I live far away. But I have to wait. You've just got to be wary, middle. You are far away, so you're going to have to pay for shipping. The yarn is a good price at all these places, but the paying for shipping is what's going to get you, especially these days. The amount of money you pay for shipping is astronomical. You know, one time I had to send a surprise off to someone. The surprise was $36 worth. The shipping cost me $48. I went, what? The shipping is more than the item. I was so upset. I'd rather deliver it, like, you know, take a plane, deliver it myself, just for fun. Hi, Laura. Oh, Laura, honey, we're almost on the way out. I've been on for 1 hour and 41 minutes, to be exact. 1 hour and 40, it's going to click over 2 minutes. It clicked over. And I'm looking for some of that yarn. Oh, here it is. Here's some. I found some. I found it. I haven't got the label on it, but that's the orange one. I spent $50 to ship 2 large parcels that were getting shipped to a place 3 hours away from. Isn't that ridiculous, middle? It actually is. This is their orange. This is their DK weight, if you're interested in source of fiber. I'm telling you, the colours are to die for. And this is an acrylic. This is the same. I'm telling you, this is the same as this. This is source of fibers yarn. That's the orange in there. You can see I've used it. Yeah? That's the orange in there. And I've got something that I'm working on in here. I'm not showing you. Why am I showing them? That's the orange. Yeah? You see, I've used it. I have used it, but it is acrylic. And acrylic does tend to make me a little itchy. When it's on something else, like if I've got a long sleeves shirt or something, it's not too bad. But once it's on the skin, I'm very itchy. So, yeah, but it's worth it. It really is. If you're interested in Source of Fibers yarn, she has that special on tonight. Actually, how long's it for, you said? You said between 2 hours, between 7 and 9, which is coming up. It's now about 5:45 or something like that PM here. I don't know. I'm just guessing from the time I started, 1:45, nearly 20 to 6, just after 20 to 6. So 1 hour from now, 1 hour from another 15 minutes, 1 hour and 15 minutes, you can start purchasing for the 20% off. Yeah. She's a lovely lady too. I've met her. She's just lovely. And the yarn is nice and soft. I'm waiting for her to bring out something fancy schmancy. Can I use that word, fancy schmancy? And then I'll see if I can purchase something else from her. One thing at a time. Yes, I know it's time to go, isn't it, Luana? It's really time to go. I want to thank everyone for being here today. Don't forget, tomorrow you're going to get the short of one of the stitches that you'll be using in part 2 of the blanket. And trust me, you're going to do it twice and think, oh, that's it. That's it. I can do it. It's too easy. But I am going to show you that stitch. It's already recorded. It's a matter of playing with it and make it shorter because you got to keep it under a minute, these shorts. She's like this, yeah? So tomorrow you'll get the short, and first thing Friday morning or during the day Friday, I will be uploading part 2 of our mystery blanket. Get excited. She's screaming, guys. Get excited. In the meantime, guys, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for having fun with me today. Everyone get out of the corner. Go home. Thank you for the fun, Mary. Have a great rest of the week, everyone. Thank you to Jody. I want to say thank you to everyone who did watch Crazy Poppy Lady and my video that we put up the other day, and even her video as well. Once again, I'll be popping a link in the description box or the more box of this live. Give me like 5 minutes after the live. I'll pop those links there. If you want to watch them, you can and get an opportunity to watch them. In the meantime, don't forget to join us on Saturday mornings live at 10 a.m. My name is Mary, and I've been Wow Crochet Designs, and I will see everyone then. Bye. Try to be good. Bye. Ciao for now. Oh, they've got 2 different ways of closing off now. Bye.